You're listening to Opinions in Beer.
Wow. Put a lot of oxygen into the fermenting yeast, they go aerobic and they start multiplying.
Great American Ale Off?
Cause of death. Dun dun dun.
It tastes worse than Bud Light.
Straight up 10.
Hello and welcome to Opinions and Beer. I'm your host Adam. With me today is Edray1416.
Hello.
Today, a fun episode. We've got a big, crazy episode. We are opening the call lines. Perhaps someone may call in. Perhaps nobody calls in. But we're gonna just do something fun today. And a lot of stuff, Edray. Hopefully. We're going to talk about alien demon semen. You ready to talk about demon semen?
When the time comes, yeah.
Okay, here we are. Getting on with the beer of the day. In keeping with theme, bees and buzzing. We have our third bee beer of the month. And this is Beer Keeper. It is a seasonal Braggot Ale. It has a picture of a bee on here. It is a 7.3% alcohol by volume, has 39 IBUs. Do you know what a Braggot Ale is, Edray?
No.
A Braggot Ale is mead beer. It's mead brewed as a beer. It's mead brewed in a way of the beer. So that means, I guess they have both fermenting wheat as well as fermenting barley. They have fermenting beer stuff as well as fermenting honey. Let's pour this. You know what they call mead, huh?
What?
They call mead honey wine. So this is a honey wine beer.
This will be interesting.
So we'll see if you like some honey wine. Has a wine taste though, huh? Meaty.
Yeah.
A meaty, winey, honey taste. Meaty, winey, honey taste. That's a pretty good beer for me. Not the best. Lonely Pint Brewing Company brewed this beer. And they brew Jabberwock. It's one of my favorite. This Braggot Ale's fine. Like I said, Lone Pint makes Jabberwocking one of my favorite Imperial IPAs of all time. All their other beers are good. They just don't blow me away. I get the honey from this. There's honey. Do you taste the honey at all when you tasted it?
No, all I tasted was the alcohol.
The alcohol? It's only 7%.
That's all I tasted.
Less alcohol than your wine. Maybe it just feels like you taste like alcohol. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's the honey wine. The mead part. Mead does come off a little boozy. But I think it's the intensity in some honeys. Honey has an intense flavor sometimes. Have you ever had raw honey?
Not straight from the hive.
Well, but you've had raw-ish honey?
Yes.
Don't you think that honey is kind of like... Honey can be intense to eat. Intense flavors in honey. Honey, you know, mead was invented by Vikings. You know, Vikings, they believed in all kinds of stuff.
And they were very weird about it.
They believed in mead and beer drinking and they believed in aliens. Vikings, some people say the Vikings are the original conspirator theorists.
And yet, where are they?
They all died by the Black Plague. So they had the right to be conspiracied. They try to settle down like, oh, we're not going to be conspired anymore. We're going to settle down. Nothing bad could happen. And boom, Black Plague killed them all.
Next up is the white folks of America.
Oh, my God. What are your thoughts on a doctor lady coming out and saying that that COVID is already curable with medicines we already have, and B, she also believes in people having sex with alien demons?
Well, first of all, what are alien demons?
Alien demons are basically the idea that aliens and demons are one and the same, and therefore we're calling them alien demons. I believe in semen demons, to be honest. I think that a lot of people are filled with semen demons.
You people always believe in weird stuff like that.
How's it weird?
How is Israel weird?
What are you talking about? You're just saying random stuff.
So are you.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about a real subject that people are talking about.
Then why haven't I read an article about it?
Adrenochrome, because Facebook's deleting them. I've seen them. I've seen Facebook deleting articles. Trying to hide this shit.
Don't go on Facebook then.
You're making no sense. Don't you know about adrenochrome?
No, educate the audience on that.
Adrenochrome is what people, Illuminati type figures, are getting after performing satanic rituals that they learned from the Nazis. Actually, Hitler actually studied Satanism. They actually were trying to use the occult to win the war. Did you know that?
Where'd you find this information from?
They were trying everything, Edray. Hitler knew stuff. They all knew stuff.
Well, all right, show me the news site.
Okay. That takes... Or we're talking right now. I have to come over here and pull up a news site. Hitler... No, let's say Nazis. Let's say Hitler himself. Nazis tried to summon demons. Is it true that Nazis try to summon demons? Yes. Heinrich Himmler, leader of SS, was obsessed with chicken farming, occultism, and ancient Germanic past. Occulticism and Nazism, because they were trying to... Did Nazis really try to make zombies? They tried everything. They were obsessed. There were certain leaders in the Nazi movement were obsessed with the occult and demonic worship and going back to their roots. A lot of people don't know whose roots were having sex with the alien demons. Someone's roots were somebody's culture that wasn't really Noah's. I mean, kind of. I guess it's one of them. And when they branched off, but somebody's family, probably Ham's family, were banging alien demons and spawning giants and evil shit and all kinds of stuff and sick, building pyramids, alternate planes, alternate reality. Did you know that aliens live on a that's why there's a CIA file had just become unclassified that showed that they believe and they've been studying an alternate realm that exists with alternate dimensional beings. That's right. That means beings that live in a dimension out of our own. But however, what it is they live on a plane. They live on a grid-based system. Their dimension is grid-based, and so they can't really go. Technically, maybe this right here, even though we're in this space, this space may not exist in their realm. They live in a very you can go this way and this way, but you can't really go sideways and stuff. It's very odd. It's a very odd dimension that we've learned about. That's why a lot of people think that pyramids are in the alternate dimension are a way for these things to travel from point to point. That's why a lot of pyramids and a lot of oddities, a lot of odd things in the world line up almost parallel. There's a lot of UFO sightings that line up with Mount Olympus. The areas in northern America where a lot of UFO sightings have been, that ranch, Skinwalker Ranch, that if you take a freaking ruler, if you go do a straight line from Skinwalker Ranch to the right, you'll hit basically smack dab in a grid that parallels with Mount Olympus, Mount Olympus, yeah, where all the Greek gods supposedly lived. That's why I think a lot of these angels are gods that demons that these people worshipped. I think they were legitimate beings that were fakes. They were pretending, and they were all demons. They were fallen angels, having sex with people and creating falsities. Descendants of Cain, leaving their seed behind. Actually, anyone that's descendants of Cain, they're stuck on Earth forever, and that's where I think ghosts come from. It's crazy shit, man.
Is that how the Russians and the Chinese were created?
Oh, I don't know. That's interesting, though. I really don't know. There are some giant Asians, though. There's a video footage of an actual giant in Asia from back in the First War or something. Whenever they were doing like a march and they had like the last giant, whatever. He's like this huge fucking dude. It's crazy. Crazy stuff.
Was he in the Chinese army or the Japanese army?
I think it was the Chinese army. I think it was surprisingly recent. Like a surprisingly recent giant that just passed. And when I say recent, I mean World War I or pre-World War I recent. 1917. What is the last known giant died. But anyways, Demon Semen should be a band. I think it is a band. Should be a song title. Can you come up with a good Semen Demon song?
No.
No! Well, we're going to try, Edray. On this episode, we're going to try to come up with a Semen Demon song. You ready for this? Semen, demon, semen, demon, semen, demon. Baby, don't you know? Touch me in my hoo-hoo-ho. Baby, don't you know? Touch me in my hoo-hoo-ho. Semen, demon. Yo, touching me in my semen demon, all over me. It's red hot cream, it's butter bean. Boo, 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 boo. Semen demon, semen demon, semen demon, semen demon, baby. Tell me how you feel when you're touching my electric eel. Oh, semen demon, demon semen. Oh, Edray.
This is crazy. I'm listening to the love child of Weird Al Yankovic telling me...
What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? I'm gonna continue it, but I just wanted to pause it real quick to say, what the hell are you doing to me? Alright, go.
This is so weird. What are we talking about? This guy's a moron.
Oh, you lost. You lost the sing battle.
I didn't even know we were doing a sing battle.
Yes, we are. We're doing a Semen Demon sing battle for the Braggot Ale.
This is exactly what happens when you let a Gentile on your podcast.
Here we go. Woo! Ah, yeah. Ooh, I love it, baby. Show me what you got when you got what you got. Edray think he's hot, but he's filled to the spot with peanut butter and jelly, crackers and Spam. Motherfucker knows that he eats too much ham. Semen Demon. Woo-hoo-hoo. Semen Demon. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Do you know when you've got Semen Demon in your pants? Do you know when you got Semen Demon all over your hands? Do you know when you got a demon in your behind? Do you know when you got Edray? Woo, shove it down your spine. Yeah. Alright, your turn. Here we go. Wait. What's up? What's up? It's lagging? Here we go. Woo!
What is this guy talking about? I thought we were talking about aliens or Demon Semen or whatever it is we're talking about. This is really nuts.
Edray, do you remember when we used to sing songs? Do you remember? What was that good one we did? What was that good one? We did a really good one.
I don't know. I took too many beatings in the head.
You said something. What is he? How that song other than me and you did? Oh, I'm on crack or something. Oh God, we were singing a song together. We sang a song together. We're doing it again. This is what this is what the episode is. We talked a little bit about conspiracies. And now I'm gonna try to sing conspiracy songs to Edray. Me and Edray are gonna come up with some lyrics to these songs, and we're gonna sing songs until someone calls in. Until no one calls in. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm happy. Check out the peepers on that peeping fool. Check out the peepers, cause that peep is cool. Check out the peepers on the peeping fool. Check out the peepers, cause the peeping cool. You got big green eyes, big old head. You look like something that could give me good head. Love your spaceship flying around me. Give me your semen demon, baby. Alien from the sky. Give me your semen demon, baby. You're an alien in disguise. Give me your semen demon, baby. I love the way you groove. You come from the UFO, baby, and I love the way you move. Oh, 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 semen demon, oh, oh, oh. Got the semen demon, I can tell. Semen demon, oh, oh, oh. Come from me, you got me in a spell. Oh, shooting stars round the night. Semen demon, all my life. Alright, your turn. Oh yeah, Edray's turn.
This is gonna be something. What am I gonna talk about? Conspiracy theories are often inaccurate, especially if you're watching Alex Jones and you don't understand what aliens are about. Some aliens can be illegal, like they're from Mexico or from Africa, and then they're the aliens that come from space, and they end up messing with your mind.
Oh God.
Man, that was annoying.
What's annoying? You don't like that? Huh? How's it annoying? This is good shit.
And now he's gone to Vince McMahon mode.
This is this is good shit. Let's and this is just another day. I don't know if anyone's gonna call us, Edray. I do not know. I don't know if anyone will call us, talk to us. Maybe next time. Maybe we gotta build it up. We gotta build up our repertoire. Our repertoire, baby. Repertoire, 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 toi, toi. Oh, nobody wants to talk to us. No one wants to say anything. Nobody wants to talk to us at all.
Looks like you got something.
Anyways, we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Other stuff. Or do we have a lot of stuff? Let's talk about this right here. Epstein's Island guests. You ready for the Black Book?
Yeah, even if it gets us blackballed from the internet.
Here we go. The names of people that went to Epstein Island. Starting with the A's all the way to W's. Adam Perry Lang.
Don't know him.
Akon.
Don't know him.
Al Gore,
Dumbass.
Alan Dershowitz,
Jew.
Albert Pinto,
Don't know him.
Alec Baldwin,
Piece of crap.
Elaine Badarathium,
Who the hell is that?
Allison Mack,
Oh, that piece of crap went to prison.
Alyssa Rogers,
Don't know her.
Anderson Cooper,
Gay as hell.
Andrea Mitrovic,
Don't know.
Andres Pastrana,
Don't know that person.
Angelina Jolie,
Oh, crap.
and
Angelina Jolie on Epstein Island. There goes her career right down the drain.
I thought you were saying that I thought you were calling her crap. I said that. I thought that was funny. I was like, Angelina Jolie. Oh crap! I'm like, oh, it's crap on the island. Crap. Angelina Jolie's crap. Anyways, Anthony Kiedis. I don't know.
Don't know that person.
Anthony Weiner.
Oh, we know that guy. He went to prison too.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama. What a piece of crap.
Ben Affleck.
Oh,
Bernie Sanders.
that's not surprising.
Beyonce Knowles.
Oh, Beyonce Knowles of Destiny's Child. Holy
Okay.
crap.
Bill Clinton.
Obvious.
Bob Saget.
Oh no, not the Danny Tanner guy.
Bruce Willis. Kay Wasserman.
Don't know that person.
Callum something. Karen Casey.
Don't know them.
Celine Dion.
Well, there goes her career.
Charles Barkley.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Charlie Sheen.
Oh,
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah,
I
Theron.
can't believe she'd be on that list.
Chelsea Handies. Cher.
Oh, there's Cher right there.
Chris Tucker.
Oh,
Chris Wagner.
Whoa, did you say Chris Tucker?
Yes, I did.
Oh no, there goes his credibility.
Chris Wagner. Chrissy Teigen.
Nah, not surprised.
Cindy Lopez.
Don't know her.
Claire Hazel.
Don't know.
Courtney Cox.
Oh,
Courtney Love.
that's obvious because Kurt Cobain is dead because he found out about it.
Yeah. Demi Moore. Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider, the piece of crap from Nickelodeon.
David Coach. David Coach. David Spade. David Yarvosky.
Don't know who that is.
Dolores Zorgadudi. Whatever.
Don't know that.
Donovan Mitchell.
Don't know.
Doug Band. Drew Barrymore.
Oh.
Ed Buck. Ed Turtle. Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, Ellen DeGeneres the Degenerate. Why am I not surprised?
Gary Roxburgh. George Clooney. Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh, that's the main culprit right there. Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell, yeah. Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani was there.
Yeah. Heidi Klum. Hillary Clinton.
Oh, there's an obvious guest for you right there.
James Franco. James Gunn. Jeffrey Jones. Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey was on the island. There goes his credibility.
Jimmy Kimmel. Joe Biden. Joe Pagino. John Cusack. John Legend. John Podesta. John Travolta.
John Travolta. Of course, that's why Kelly Preston died.
Joy Bayar. Juliet Bryant. Justin Rowland. Justin Trudeau. Trudeau?
Yep, the Prime Minister of Canada.
Kathy Griffin. Katy Perry. Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, the disgraced actor.
Christy Rogers. Lady Gaga. Lisa Summers. Madonna. Mark Epstein. Mark Lloyd. Meryl Streep. Michelle Obama. Michelle Wolf. Miley Cyrus. Naomi Watts.
Naomi Watts, there goes her career.
Oprah. Orlando Bloom. Paris Hilton. Patton Oswalt. Paul Mellon. Paula Epstein. Prince Andrew. Prince Charles. Quentin Tarantino. Rainn Wilson. Rihanna. Rita Wilson. Rob Reiner. Robert De Niro. Robert Downey Jr.
Man, so many Robs are on the list.
Ron Burke. Rudy Gobert. Sarah Silverman, Seth Green, Sophie Biddy, Sophie Trudeau, Stephen Colbert, Steven Spielberg, Steven Tyler,
A lot of Stevens, too.
Tom Hanks.
There's the main man. The main man that went on the island, and now he's in Greece with his wife.
Yeah, Tyler Grasham, Whoopi Goldberg, Wanda Sykes.
And notice that on the list, there's a lot of Jewish people that went to the island.
There really is. Maybe he was Jewish. Was he Jewish?
Jeffrey Epstein was Jewish, so was Ghislaine Maxwell. But the one thing that surprised me on that list is Jim Carrey, of all people, one of the most talented comedians, is on that list. I mean, holy cow, man. How can you defend him now?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a crazy list, man. Who's the most shocking? Who's the most shocking to you?
Jim Carrey, obviously.
He's shocking to you?
Yeah.
He's been lost. He lost it. You know he lost it. He probably felt bad. That's why he's going crazy.
Something tells me that he lost his girlfriend, or his girlfriend got suicided because she found out what Jim Carrey was doing. Now it's starting to click. It's starting to make sense.
Yeah. It's pretty nuts, dude. I don't even know where to begin, how to think about all that kind of stuff.
I can never look at Jim Carrey the same way ever again.
That's the apparent Black Book list. And some are saying that I'm not so sure all of these are pedophiles. Some just flew to the island. These are just basically all the people that have visited Epstein's Island as a guest of Epstein.
Well, I think when it comes to Tom Hanks, there are some stories about him coming out about molesting children, and of course the Isaac Cappy incident.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Isaac Cappy incident really opened the doors to Tom Hanks becoming a rapist and taking pictures of gloves and what other articles of clothing there are, shoes, whatever have you. Well, anyway, what happened was that after all these stories came out, Isaac Cappy died, and some say that it was Tom Hanks that called for the death of Cappy, and since then, Tom Hanks is apparently in Greece right now, as we're speaking. And there are certain laws in effect that require you to go through in order to become a citizen, and it's very shady how Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson became citizens of Greece, even though they've never really lived in Greece prior to getting a naturalized citizenship, which kind of strikes me very odd, and it pisses me off. Perhaps he should use the 1 before the number.
Sure. We'll try it again. Try it again. Let's see if it rings.
Apparently we've been getting complaints that...
Let's see if it rings.
But damn, Jim Carrey on the list. I can't believe it.
I didn't see how... Look, this number called us.
Looks like a spam call. Is that what it's saying?
How do I said? There we go.
Call from
Keenan.
to accept, press 1. To send
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey! I guess it has to be on the page for me to see the call. It has to be on the page. So I can't be away from the page. Or the...
Well, like, am I straight up, like, calling your computer?
Yeah.
Crazy. Are you just testing it out, or are you totally doing an episode right now?
Oh yeah, we're talking about conspiracy. Obviously we have an episode to post for Thursday. We're trying to get some conspiracy theorists on the show, and we were immediately blocked from one group. And I said, "Well, fuck, that was the group I was going to get conspiracy people from," and and they got mad that I posted a phone number, I guess, and so.
So, yeah, but, like, what are you doing right now?
Recording. Yeah, we were in the middle of doing an episode, and I was like, let's get Keenan a call and talk and ask him what he thinks about Demon Semen.
Demon Semen.
No, Demon, not Keenan Semen, Demon Semen.
No, I heard that's what I said.
Okay.
Is it just you and me? Is someone else here with us?
Edray 1416.
Oh, yeah, okay. So it's me and Edray?
Yeah.
Alright, and
Yeah, me and Edray, we just sang. Me and Edray just we did some singing. We sang a bunch of Semen Demon songs to funk music. And I said, now's the perfect time to have Keenan come on and see what he's doing, because this is a weird episode. This went down. Well, this episode went weird real quick because of that. Like I said, my whole plan went out the toilet pretty swiftly.
I think I got the gist of it. Okay, so you were gonna do an episode with this group or someone from this group, but the group blocked you. So now it's Plan B, Demon Semen and Colin Keenan.
Yes. Yes, indeed. That is the plan. So today we named off a bunch of potential pedophiles, people that went to Epstein's Island. Some of those people included Chris Tucker, a bunch of famous people, James Gunn, James Franco.
It's come to the point to where, like, I almost hate talking about that, because, like, you know, obviously something needs to be done about it, but, like, I'm not going to be the fucking one to do it. I'm not going to go to Hollywood and gather up all these people and kill them. Someone needs to.
Well, there's one name that's going to shock you on this list, and his name is Jim Carrey.
Which one?
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, see, I was about to get at, like, it's come to the point where I almost don't like talking about it, because it's always like, you know, one of my favorite actors is always on this list, and I don't really know how, well, like, you know, usually when I'm talking to someone else about it, and they're, like, naming off names, I don't know what their fucking source is, and I don't know why they say these names are on there, or what list they've seen, so I don't know how true it is, so then it's like, well, you don't fucking know, buddy. Like, you know, like, how do you know Jim Carrey's on that list? Like, where'd you get the list? Who did the list? How do you know the list?
It's from the Black Book released by WikiLeaks.
And also, like, you know what? Like, and Tom Hanks is apparently on the list.
Oh, yeah, and he just moved to Greece. He's leaving to Greece because he's getting found out.
Yeah, and there's evidence of him apparently raping children, such as gloves, shoes, and other articles of clothing that he takes pictures of.
And he can do that. Although
Greece.
That does sound believable.
No, Greece. Greece has pedophilia labeled as a disability and not a crime.
This is it. This is messed up.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing right now. Don't you see that movement? Didn't you see that guy got his head chopped off in Florida? That guy.
Yo, what, the pedophile?
Yeah, he got off because he said it's his sexual orientation to be in love with children or something. He's a children that loves them or some shit. And like that dude, they cut his head off and put it at the doorstep of the judge that let him free.
I've seen that article. I didn't click on it, but I've seen the article.
But yeah, man, that's like a weird fucking movement right now of like people that think it's okay, that it's basically like being gay is the same as.
Well, no, see, well, that's just it. It's not a movement. Like, pedophiles are trying to get it to be a movement, and the whole entire, I guess I can't say the world, the whole entire country is like, oh, fuck no, buddy.
Yeah, you can't, that's what I'm saying. You can't say the world because places like Greece and certain European countries are labeling it a disability and not a crime.
Which is as messed up as Israel legalizing pedophilia.
Like Israel did?
Well, some parts of Israel is a safe haven for pedophiles.
How do you know?
Because I studied Tel Aviv.
Who? Tel Aviv?
Tel Aviv, a city in Israel.
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a tourist attraction and shit.
Okay. Yeah, so we're just talking about that. We're talking about aliens. Talking about how
Aviv is like, I think it's probably like the only first world city in the third world country.
Oh, really? Is it really? Is
It's the only one I've heard of. There might be one more.
Yeah.
If you're going to Israel for vacation, you go to Tel Aviv. Don't leave Tel Aviv. For the love of God, don't leave Tel Aviv. You'll get stabbed. You'll get your head shot. You'll step on an IED.
An IED?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sure I'm talking about their own part of the world, but it's not. I'm sure Israel is just as fucked up as every other part of the Middle East.
Yeah.
I could say that without research. That's just a guess, but I bet you I'm right.
But yeah, the reason we're talking about Semen Demon is because a doctor had come on. Well, actually, I personally have talked about Semen Demon from Demon Aliens that created giants on a previous episode about a month ago, probably the beginning of July or the later part of June. I've been talking about Semen Demon Aliens and outer worldly, other plane existent beings. Anyways, a doctor came on the news and was saying that all of her patients have survived COVID, that there is a cure already. They don't need a vaccine. They already have a cure. That something works. And then the news media were attacking her, saying, "Oh, fuck her. She did an article that she believes in demon alien. See." In demon alien stuff, and I'm like, I was just telling people about this stuff. It was like, this is like people are coming out. Like I'm doing my own research, figuring things out, and just learning weird conspiracies myself, and then people are coming out with the conspiracies I've learned, on national TV, and they're getting shat on, which is the number one way to discredit someone is to call them crazy. So I find it weird that they're not showcasing her claims if all of her patients are alive or not. All they're doing is attacking her for the semen, the alien demon stuff. So I think that's interesting. What are your thoughts on that? Have you heard about that story yet?
No. But the part about them attacking her doesn't shock me at all. That's typical.
Yeah, man. Edray, what do you think about them attacking her?
Well, it depends on if she actually has the evidence to back it up.
Well, shouldn't they?
The more they attack her, the more I feel like she's fucking right, or else they wouldn't attack her. You know?
Right, they would just let her be a crazy person.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
They look into it, it's like, well, all her patients are dying. And we're like, well, just ignore her. But all her patients are getting better. Well, fuck, call her crazy.
Yeah.
Shut her down.
Shut her ass down. Oh,
I do agree that, the whole, they're going to put chips in the vaccine or some shit like that. The whole anti-vaccine thing is it's not like the anti-vaxxer moms are just like, oh, I'm going to go to cure route and just rub oil on my kid's cancer. But it's there's new anti-vaxxers for this. They're anti-vaccine for the coronavirus, and they believe that they're going to use the vaccine to, put a chip inside you and shit. And that's fucking dumb. No one, there will be a chip later in life, but, it can't, they're not, the way the chip's going to happen, and the purpose of the chip is, it can't be secret. It can't be oh, we secretly gave you this chip. Because later in life, there'll be a chip that you do everything with. You can't make phone calls without this chip. You can't make purchases without this chip. Ergo, you're going to have to know the chip is there,
unless you eat the chip.
Well, listen, the conspiracy class are afraid that the chip's going to be used for surveillance. And it's all the people that are afraid of being surveilled, is that even a word? All the people that are afraid of being watched, man, you're not even fucking worth watching. All right, the government's not trying to watch you, I assure you.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God, the government's going to put a chip in me so they can see everything I do. No one wants to fucking see what you do. You don't do anything. And what you do is completely legal, but also nobody wants to see that.
Edray.
They're legal, law-abiding citizens. And, you know, some people out there are like, oh, well, why don't you want to be watched? Are you doing something you're not supposed to do? And some people are like, no, I just don't want to be watched because of my freedom and my privacy. And it's like those people that don't want to be watched because of their freedom and their privacy and they're not really doing anything wrong aren't trying to be, no one's trying to watch them, you know?
Yeah. That is interesting. That is some good points that you're pointing out. But
that man isn't gonna hemorrhage money to watch every single civilian because it's like that's not necessary, you know.
what about all the how about the anti-vaxxers that are against the vaccine because they feel it's being A, rushed, and B, they feel like it being rushed means there might be a lot of side effects and they don't want to be guinea pigs to the first batch of vaccinations.
Well, there's merit to that, but the whole thing is somebody's got it. I mean, that's how science works, you know? Except for not the rushing part.
Yeah, that's how science works. I guess somebody gotta take it.
Like, if it's rushed, I mean, there's merit to that argument, because if it's rushed, then it's like, oh, that's bullshit, because, you know, had you taken your time, you probably could have, like, made this safer and cut out some of the side effects and all that. And like I said, it could be, like I said, there's a lot of merit. I get that. There's a lot of merit to that fear, because, like, what if it, like, they could be pumping you full of something that has nothing to do with Corona, and they're just fucking experimenting on something else entirely. It'd be like, you know, I don't know, just throw a dart at a fucking list of diseases, and you could be taking that vaccine, you know?
Yeah.
Because the government's furious, you know?
That is true. That's a weird one, huh? That's a weird one.
Yeah,
like,
see, the government will not hemorrhage money to watch people that don't need to be watched, but don't fucking experiment on you. That's a real threat, you know?
I know. You see that fucking they're releasing all this new information about how did you see that they're about to declassify so much stuff, especially regarding aliens. Like a lot of stuff is like admitting to Bob Lazar telling the truth, even though they've said that he's a liar and they've discredited him, and they've purposely like ransacked his apartment and discredited everything he says, called him crazy, and now they're saying, "Oh,
what's crazy is people forget about like what our government's capable of based on what they've already done to us, the American people. Like, man, people tripped out for half a second. People tripped out whenever they declassified the MK Ultra files, right? And everybody found out that the CIA had been experimenting on fucking American citizens and shit. They're, oh my god, that's fucking crazy. Moving on. Yeah, and then no one cared like a week later, you know?
yeah."
And so it's like they forget, like, and now they're freaking out again. What? The government's going to do experiments and all that? This is so shocking. It's so shocking. Do you not remember the MK Ultra files being unclassified? You know, I'm not going to say, do you not remember MK Ultra? We weren't all there, you know? But like, do you remember the files being declassified?
That is crazy. That's crazy. You're right. Like, was it MK Ultra was the mind control stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it was. I think, and I'm going off of like halfway, like half rumors, half wives' tales, and half just shit I've heard. Like I can't recall the how true this is, but it's rumored that like the birth of MK Ultra resulted in the birth of LSD. Like, I mean, I know for a fact they were using LSD in the MK Ultra experiments. But some say that was the whole point of LSD being created, you know?
Oh, really?
Like, LSD is a byproduct of the MK Ultra files, or MK Ultra experiment. I don't know how true that is. That's a rumor, you know?
That is crazy. MK Ultra and, like, the CIA do a lot. I think CIA is involved in, like, the majority of these conspiracies. Even, like, a lot of these like alternate dimension theories and stuff are all being declassified by the CIA documents.
Well, that's because like the CIA is the top-body intelligence, you know, like that's their job. Like you look at the NSA, the FBI, the CIA, and you take a look at their particular jobs. And you know, I can't claim to be an expert on any of this. I'm just going on like shit that I've put together based on my own cognitive thought. You know, it's like the FBI, they got their job, which is like mostly like putting down criminals, you know? The NSA has their job, and that's national security. And the CIA has their job, and that's fucking learning shit. That's literally fucking intelligence. That's their job, you know?
Yeah.
And all of them deal with intelligence, but, you know, they all have their different agendas with this intelligence. And the CIA is like, you know, their agenda is why they're doing the crazier shit, basically, is what I'm...
So what's your thoughts on the government coming out and saying that yes, they've experimented on outer worldly like craft, and that a lot of the video footage from like these like Navy pilots and stuff of like they're saying yes, those are out of world. These are not capable technologies of our world.
I don't know. I don't know where, like, who's saying that. The government's saying that. I ain't heard the government straight up say that.
They did. The CIA files. CIA's declassifying all these files about how it really happened.
I will not believe that until I'm straight up like reading the file myself. You know.
Okay.
Because like, there's never been any merit for any other. For one, if aliens did exist, there's no merit for them to come here. There's no reason for them to come here, and it's just like, you know, it's not like.
I told you already they live here.
Huh?
I told you already they live here, but they're in a different. They're in a parallel world to us.
Dimension?
Yeah, dimension. They're alternate dimension beings. They live on. Yeah, they're aliens. Aliens are actually like they live here. They live here. They're just in a different dimension.
Well, then they're not at that point. I guess you can still call them aliens in the vaguest sense.
Yeah.
They're not even aliens. They're not even like like they're not from a different. If they're not from a different planet and they're from a different dimension, that's a whole different argument, you know. But I was talking about aliens. Like aliens, like an advanced civilization, like it's probably either so far away that even if they could get to us, they wouldn't, because there wouldn't be a point that's paramount enough for them to waste the time and resources to get here. And for two, there probably isn't aliens.
So I guess it was the Pentagon that declassified this stuff. Untitled.
You ever heard of the, man, I'm forgetting the name of it. It starts with F. The something paradox. The Fermi Paradox or the Fermi. I want to say it's called the Fermi Paradox. You ever heard of that?
No, I have not. What's it called again? The Fermi?
I can't remember the word. I'd have to research it, but my internet's off and shit. There's a paradox. There's like a scientific
Here we are.
theory that explains the paradox of the fact that there should be
The Fermi Paradox. Where are the aliens?
What?
The Fermi Paradox seeks to answer the questions of where the aliens are. Italian physicist Enrico Fermi, most famous for creating the first nuclear reactor, came up with the theory with a casual lunchtime remark in 1950. The implications... Oh shit, I skipped downwards. Why does it happen? The
If you look into the whole theory, it goes over different... there's different theories within this paradox. Like, because there's different types of... There's 3 different types of civilizations, you know? Like, fairly advanced, advanced, and super advanced. They call them something else, so let's just go with that for simplicity, you know? And one of the theories is we're the first advanced civilization. We're the most advanced civilization in the entire universe, and that's why we haven't met any other aliens, because like they're not anywhere near us, much less able to interstellar travel. And the other theory is that they've all reached interstellar travel, but they're so far away that we will never know them until we reach interstellar travel. And it goes on and shit like that, you know?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Even on the paradox, it talks about how, like, there's got to be aliens out there. Like, it would be a paradox. That's why it's called the Fermi Paradox, because it would be a paradox there to not be aliens. If aliens are not out there, that is a paradox, you know?
Yeah.
And aliens, like, are out there, and they're just, why would they, like, either they're super advanced and they don't need anything we have, or they're not super advanced, and that's why they can't come here. Either they can't come here, or they can come here, but they have no reason to.
Oh man, what do you think about Heinrich Himmler, leader of the SS, who thought that occultism and Satan type worshiping would bring these alien demon beings to help the Nazis win World War II?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to that at all. You're gonna have to repeat yourself. But first, while I was listening, I was taking let me make one more point on the previous subject.
Okay.
Theoretically, it is physically possible, or it is theoretically possible to harness energy from the sun. You know, like in theory, like they can't even begin to imagine, I suppose, how to build any form fashion of equipment that would be able to accomplish this. But in theory, if there should be there should be some way, form fashion to build something to that takes straight up, takes energy from the sun and supplies the whole entire planet with energy. It's like nuclear energy, but like on a fucking different massive level because it's from the sun,
Yeah.
And that's like theoretically possible. It's not physically possible yet, but it's theoretically possible. And then within, another theory is that, like, and these other advanced organizations and civilizations would have to have reached that level to where, like, if to reach interstellar travel would almost require harnessing energy from the sun, because it's like all the ways that they, again, theoretically could accomplish interstellar travel requires more energy than we could ever put out, even with nuclear fission and all that,
Yeah. That's pretty crazy, man. Like, I mean, I wonder if have we ever tried to harness the sun?
Wait, are you asking, have we tried?
Yeah.
No, we haven't. It's just all like, it wasn't that long ago that scientists, came to the, sometimes, I don't know which scientists, I'm pretty sure not, and probably not every scientist, but some scientists came to the conclusion that it should be theoretically possible to harness energy from the sun.
Oh, like solar energy.
No, it's more like fusion energy.
Oh, I'm like solar energy.
Not solar energy. That's not really. That's harnessing energy from light. That's not harnessing energy from the sun itself.
Ah. Well, how do we switch that?
Using the sun as a nuclear fusion reactor itself. Like a sun-sized nuclear fusion reactor with the sun inside it.
Yeah.
Or around. You can't trap the sun because then the planet would be fucked.
Yeah. Edray, what are your thoughts on all this?
For given infinite amount of time, I don't believe the human race could ever build a device, or just I'm having a lot of brain farts. My vocabulary is falling apart. It was like the 19th time I couldn't remember a word.
Is it because you're high?
I just woke up. Well, it's not early, but I work nights and that, so I just woke up.
Do you have COVID-19?
The human race will never be able to build a contraption that would fit the sun inside it.
Do you have COVID-19?
No, I don't.
Oh, man.
What, Allie?
Well, it's not like I went, I haven't got checked out or anything. I don't know if I will.
I don't know. Edray he's like, that man, he sounds like he has COVID.
Well, I don't know. See, that's just it. Like, I smoke a lot, man. Like, if my lungs hurt because I have COVID, I wouldn't even freaking know.
How many times have you partied this month?
How they always feel.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning, it's like, oh, my lungs kind of hurt. But that happens every morning.
How many parties have you been to this month?
Party?
Yeah, I mean, you're still partying, right?
No. I've been to 0 parties in the last, 2 years.
Yeah, Edray, when are you going to give Keenan some credit?
Whenever he goes to jail.
He's already been to jail.
Loads of time.
Jeez. When are you going to give him credit? Oh, man. But yeah, man, it's crazy because, Bob Lazar stuff, people are starting to validate him and say, hey, yeah, he wasn't lying. It's actually coming out to be true. And, he worked on shit in Area 51 and everything he said was accurate. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
You know what that is?
Every time you say his name, I feel like you're either saying, Balthazar, one of the fucking King Arthur villains, or Bulbasaur. I don't know if you're saying Balthazar or Bulbasaur.
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar. Alright, no wonder it sounded like Balthazar.
You don't know who that is?
No, I've never heard that name.
Dude, he built a rocket. He built a car that was propelled by a rocket engine, and he was recruited by Area 51 to work on. Well, he went to this college first. He worked in some lab, and then he was recruited from that lab to Area 51 to work on. And how he described it was that no one was really allowed to know what they were working on. They got.
SR-71,
Huh?
Probably. I mean, I'm sure you're about to get into some crazy alien shit, but the SR-71 was built in Area 51.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and that's see, I don't know, and that could be just a cover-up, because the whole thing was and that's how we stopped my curiosity. The cover-up worked for me. Because it's oh, what are they building in Area 51? It's so mysterious, blah, blah, it could be aliens, it could be aliens, it could be aliens. And then they released, back then and in that time, during the 50s and 60s, during the Cold War and the height of the technology race and all that shit, they were trying to build, the fastest plane ever made so that, it could, literally, I don't know, and the fastest plane ever made, they could fly the highest so that they could, fly over and, fucking spy on Russia. And Russia have no fucking idea because the shit's gone before they even know it, and it was so high that their technology can't even pick it up, and all this shit. It's a complete stealth. It was a stealth plane. Yeah. The first one was the U-2, I think, and then the SR-71 was the U-2 was the predecessor to the SR-71, and they were both built at Area 51. And they're look, all the secrecy is because we were building these planes, the SR-71 and the U-2. Look at them.
So have you heard of Moscow Vicum?
No.
All right, Moscow Vicum is, the periodic table?
Yeah.
All right, well, element 115 is Moscow Vicum. Okay?
Yeah.
It was discovered, right here it says, discovered in 2003. Element 115. Yeah. Now listen, though. Bob Lazar said he was working with a new element, element 115, in the 80s, and he perfectly described it back in the 80s, what was revealed in 2003.
Yeah, see, and that also makes sense. That's a grounded thing that would be going on in Area 51 that doesn't have to do with basically science fiction,
Yeah.
Or I can wrap my mind around that. I mean, that still sounds like a good plot device for science fiction. But I can wrap my mind around that. It's aliens is such a leap. Why the fuck would they come here? If they can come here, then they are so advanced that they don't need anything from us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just so obvious. What you think they want, or what, or water, or what? I don't know. Every single reason that the aliens are here in the movies, it's so fucking dumb.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, they're here for our gold. They're here for our water. They have everything we have. You know? And if they don't, then they're not more advanced than us.
I guess so. Maybe they just want to terraform. They're expanding.
Yeah, all right, that's a little bit, but then it wouldn't be no fucking super secret. Oh, we found one, we killed it, we took it to a lab, and we're experimenting it.
Maybe.
Oh, look at the alien army in the sky.
Maybe aliens are the lizard people that are the Illuminati, and they're trying to destroy the planet.
Okay. You're losing me.
Listen. They're destroying the planet to terraform it, polluting it and all kinds of stuff to terraform it for them to be able to live here.
Man, no, because that's not a logical plan. Like, hey guys, if we go to this other planet and we do these things like slowly over a course of like thousands of years, then we could live there. Or we no. Like if they're looking for, if they're advanced enough to get here, they're probably advanced enough to build some machine like you see in fucking Man of Steel that straight up terraforms the planet in fucking hours. You know?
Yeah.
And then, again, it wouldn't be no secret of the aliens are there. It'd be like Independence Day, like, holy fucking shit, there's an alien army in the sky.
Woo! It's intense. I don't know, man. So what do you think Bob Lazar saw? So Bob Lazar also talked about that they saw a flight test of the object they were working on, or pieces of the object they were working on. He witnessed the flight test, and everybody said that it moved in a way that was unrealistic. Like you could not. It was hard to describe the movement at which it could move.
Well, immediately my first thought was like that would be. Like, that made me think of a reason why maybe a alien might be here. Just straight up, like, they had no choice. They from crash landings, in lack of a better term, or simplify it. You know? An alien had to come here. Their ship was fucked up. They had to weigh him immediately, and so that's correct. Is he claiming that it's otherworldly, or is he saying that?
No, actually, no. Technically, Bob Lazar has never claimed.
Use the word alien or other planet and all that kind of shit.
He has not. People around him has. He doesn't necessarily correct them. He says, "I'm just going to tell you what I worked on, what I seen, what I got a glimpse, what I thought. What I thought I got a glimpse of that may have been alien, which actually turns out, this lady." Was saying that when she worked at Area 51 back in the day, that they were fucking, they were experimenting on fucking disabled children and retarded kids and deforming them to try to they're trying to mimic Russian experiments where Russians were experimenting with disabled children and deforming them.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like something Russia would do.
Yeah,
it sounds like something America would do.
Yeah, I mean it was just it was something that America was trying to copy from Russia to see what they were doing and what they were trying to accomplish or whatever.
God, I hope they didn't try to do the sleep experiment.
But that's just crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. I wish maybe we need to try to find some of these dang people and talk to them and see what the hell they're even seeing and why they believe this stuff. But the big thing about that, the flight pattern and that flight stuff, is that the Navy just released the video. The Navy and the Pentagon released that video of the unknown of the UFO. We'll say UFO of the unknown flying object, and said, we don't know what this was. We don't know how it moved this way. It moved it was a large object that moved very fast, and our radars could not track it, and it was moving in ways that were outerworldly. And it moved in a way that was exactly how Bob Lazar said that the fucking shit was moving in Area 51. So
they that's like almost parallel with them releasing a element in 2003 that the Bob dude said he was working on and put in the 80s.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
See that? That's so crazy. It's like because they're slowly. It's like people are slowly getting in there and like trying to release documents. You see, Marco Rubio, he wants to declassify the entire because like this whole thing came about because I think WikiLeaks or someone hacked a government thing and they found a file name. It had nothing in it, I guess, but they found a file name for an organization that literally an organization made in the government that literally just deals with outerworldly phenomenon and researching it. Literally, because they were.
That's not even unknown to everybody. Like, you know, it's like a known fact that maybe not specifically that one, but it's a known fact that the government has actually seriously, you know, I don't want to say like research because that's not a known fact because that'd be some declassified shit. But they actually have putting groups together whose whole job is to fucking deal or is to deal with aliens and outerworldly research and shit like that. I said the word research again. Look, you know, just looking into it. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, like the government, like even if there's some crazy fucking far out sci-fi shit that may possibly be, or probably would never ever happen. The government wants to be like ready for everything. You know, the Pentagon has like massive fucking procedures on what to do on a zombie outbreak during the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Like they have a procedure for 5 different types of zombies and shit. One of them is just straight up fucking magic zombies, and the description there is any zombie that came back and literally a supernatural sense. Like, motherfuckers straight up coming back from the dead for real. Like, turns out hell is real, hell is too full, and the dead are coming back. Like, the Pentagon has a procedure for that.
That's crazy. All right, man. I hate to cut it off early. I hate to cut this. I know. I feel like I just got you on, but I'm gonna have to cut it off because I think at 6 I gotta go on to a show. I gotta make sure. I gotta double check if
that's cool.
I gotta double check if I'm going on this show. But
you got this new way to have people on your show and interview them and stuff because like it would be more convenient for me to come on your show later on. But
heck, dude, and it sounds good. It sounds like whenever you're on the phone, like talking all this science and conspiracy stuff, it sounds so legitimate. Like it sounds so crazy. It sounds like listening to fucking Coast to Coast AM. What are these aliens doing? So I think it's gonna. I think this episode is gonna resonate well. At least this back half. That first half of us singing is gonna be very odd. This is a very odd episode to close out a solid July.
Some people may not even get to the interview. They're gonna click. Oh, what the fuck's this singing?
Okay. All right.
So those things I do have to get to. Like this was a very spontaneous call. And I was just about to go do some things, so that worked.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, later, man.
Well, Edray 1416, I think that was a solid. I think we had we had a fun little thing at the beginning, talking about stuff, singing a little bit, and then that back half was interesting. Do you see why I always had Keenan on the show and how much information he was able to bring?
Yeah, because he's good when he's high.
He's good when he's high. Edray, that's just your opinion. And that's fine. Because all we have here are opinions. And Beerkeeper Lonely Pint Brewery 7.3 Braggot Ale rated an 8.9 out of 10. Beer.
We are a million